Hello, everybody. This is Mohini Srishati from Evolved Beings, and I like to welcome you on an introductory session of human design together with Madhuri. Madhuri, welcome. Namaste from India.
Namaste.
How are you doing today?
Delighted. Oh, it's just wonderful to see you and to see the Goa behind you and to see the cat sitting there. And it feels also very nice.
Yeah, she just came next to me for the human design session. Yes. So let me welcome to all of you, Madhuri. She has been on this path of human design since 1997. She has been on this journey of human design since 1997. And she has also received very direct transmission from Osho and has got her initiation from him in 1973. She is an author, a human design expert, a meditator on the path, and she has written 6 books, if I'm not, if I'm correct, Madhuri, yeah. And most of her, and two most famous books of hers is Mistakes on the Path, which she was asked to write from Osho, which, yeah, she was asked to write this book from Osho. And the other one is More About the
More
Moon.
about the moon. There's
Yeah.
poems that have the moon in every poem somewhere
Oh, wow. I think all the
in my
moon
whole
lovers,
life.
yeah, all the moon lovers would love to read that book. So here we are together with Madhuri on this introductory session of human design. Welcome, Madhuri.
Yes, I'm delighted.
So, Madhuri, everybody knows about astrology, tarot card reading, also a bit about I Ching, I would say, but human design is still very new for people.
Hmm.
But from my own human design reading, I know that how much value and how much clarity it brought to my life. I really wanted to include human design in Evolved Beings, whole spiritual
Mm.
university as a chapter for people to be introduced to. And this is why the reason also, I so much wanted to connect with you on this particular interview. And we have also a course coming up together with you. So, what is human design and how it can help people, if you can just talk about it?
So it is a new system that combines a lot of old things, like the I Ching is like 5,000 years old. Astrology, I Ching, the Kabbalah, the chakra system, the human genome, physics, all of these are in it. It was channeled in about 1986 in Ibiza in Spain by a Canadian guy. It was the same night that a supernova became visible for the first time at an observatory in Chile. So it was like a huge download for the whole planet of some new possibility. Um, what it is an incredibly accurate map of your wiring, your particular individual wiring, and there are depths to that, which gives you a picture of what you really are here to live. And it also shows you what you are not here to carry, to be burdened by, that the society will tell you that you should. So, in other words, it's a way to be yourself and to allow the conditioning to go away. This, of course, is a long process of awareness. So, human design is an awareness tool. Once you have some picture of your picture, you can start to bring your awareness to your daily life and see when you are off your real gut feeling or whatever your particular way to know something is, because everybody's different. Different people have different ways to know. For most people, it's going to be really in the body. Most people feel very relieved when they hear their design. A huge breath, like, oh, you mean it's okay just to be me?
That's
That's
exactly
how
what
I
my,
felt.
yeah, yes, that's exactly was my response when I had my human design reading with you only. And I was
Mm.
like, finally, I know who am I, and I can just rest in this, and I don't have to be somebody else, and I know my strengths and I know my weaknesses. So, yes, please continue.
Yeah. And human design says nobody's broken, nothing needs fixing. So it's really just about seeing who you're supposed to be while you're here. And this universe needs all kinds of people. So we're not all supposed to be the same. But if you listen to all the garbage that everybody says, it's really trying to make everybody somehow the same. And it's not nice for people. It really doesn't work. And it gives us anxiety every day, all the time, actually. So we want to relieve you of that and give you back your particular unique nature. Yeah.
Right. So do you recommend, human design as a very effective tool in finding ways of relating with people or finding right connections with people, and also finding clarity in what had been your patterns with people in past, and
Yes.
what we should avoid, and what could be more healthier in the next relationship? Is
Yeah,
that
definitely.
that can become evident?
Yeah, yeah. It's really fun to look into your past relationships and see, because you have the hindsight and you really have the whole picture, and then you can look at it and go, oh, yeah, okay. That's why he was such an asshole in that way, because he had this particular selfish thing, which he was supposed to have,
Or we
and
have been such an asshole with that person. It's always easy to blame.
or we were an asshole with that person and they got mad at us. Exactly. Exactly. It's so helpful because it really takes away the labor, the heaviness of blame. Blame is miserable to carry around. It's
Exactly.
heavy, it's dark, it's red, it's black. And at least it helps to get rid of some of it, you know. The person is just like that.
Exactly. So, do you recommend for people who are also single and looking for relationships, or wanting to invite a soulmate or a partner? So, a human design connected with the ways of relating can be very
Yeah.
effective for them. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Um, it's like you meet somebody somehow because you meet them. You meet them online or you bump into them somewhere or whatever. And at some point, if it looks like it could be an interesting connection, it's a good thing to see what you're dealing with. And again, to come back to your own inner authority so that you go on trusting each step of the way what really is the case for you, so that you're not just being pressured by someone or you're not just in an old pattern of something that isn't really your nature or whatever it might be.
You brought in one of your answers about palm reading, and that you were a palm reader. And in India, we have lots of palm readers and psychic healers and astrology. So, my question to you is that how human design is different
Mm-hmm.
than astrology or palm reading, and what kind of different angles both can give to oneself.
Mm-hmm. Human design is really about wiring. It's like opening up your car hood and seeing all the way the wires go. It's not the same thing at all as being psychic, unless one of your wires is to be psychic. Then you can learn how to be with that gift of yours in a way that doesn't hurt you and that will be fun and that won't hurt anybody else. Traditional astrology, yeah, I know a lot of people love it and get a lot out of it. For me, human design has been so much more personally useful. What my astrology says is something that actually I'm not comfortable with. Some of it I'm comfortable with, but the main thrust of it bothers me. Whereas with human design, I feel relaxed. I feel like, okay, it takes some pressure off. Because human design is using two birth times. It's the birth time and then 3 months before your birth, which we call the design level or body level. It's the unconscious level. Both those times go into your chart. It gives it an extra depth. I don't want ever to say that any system isn't right, because it's like everything else. Timing is right and everybody's different. So it might be perfect for somebody. I can just say for me that human design was much more useful, much more useful. And it helped me to stop pushing and trying and doing, which was really my disease, as it shows in human design. It's like the thing I really shouldn't be doing. And that's what all I was ever doing before. The psychic stuff, some people are very interested in it, and I think it's good to ask yourself why you're interested in it. Do you want power over other people? Do you want to compensate for feeling worthless by being really, really smart at something? Or is it something that truly has arisen in you, that has interest and joy for you, that you're playing in, and that has some expansion, some kind of breaking old bonds for you? Then maybe it's something right. It just, everybody will be doing it in a different way. It's a thing one can look at a chart and talk about quite a lot. Some people have more of a design to be healers than other people. And it's just different. Tarot cards. I read tarot cards, and I read them with my hand. I don't even look at the card hardly. I just close my eyes and take it in and read it with my hand. I used to teach people how to do that. I don't want to teach it anymore because it made me tired, finally. And I see a danger with exploring it in a way that isn't grounded in meditation and in the body. It needs to be very deeply grounded. It needs to be grounded in the sex. It needs to be grounded in the belly. It needs to be grounded in the feet. It needs to be grounded in meditation, in big space, in nothingness. Because it's too easy to get pinched and focused and then go on an ego trip with it. And to get in higher chakras, which are not connected to the lower chakras, and it gets distorted. So I'm not saying don't explore it. Absolutely, I'm not saying that. Psychics are also needed here. But let it be part of your whole meditation experiment and your whole Tantra experiment. And let it be based on going into yourself.
So thank you so much, Madhuri. Thank you so much for this alive, lively human design tantric conversations. And if you want more, you can join us on 11th of December as well, where we have a free webinar, a free tester event with Madhuri, and to know more what is your sexual style and nature with perspective of human design. We would be talking more with Madhuri, and she would be introducing with an example on that particular session. So this is not just all, there is more coming up, and tune in with us. And thank you so much, Madhuri, for taking out this time and giving us so much clarity and insights on human design. I'm sure that our listeners have also enjoyed. And maybe just one practical thing: how if somebody after watching this session wants a human design chart of his or her own self, what should they do? Can they?
So if you want to look at your chart, all you have to do is go to, there's many sites where you can print them for free. Jovian Archive is one, jovianarchive.com. And there it says, get your free rave chart. And then you just put in your birth information, and you will need the time of day or night that you were born. So if you don't know it, ask your mom if she's still with us. And it can also be on the birth certificate, or ask your auntie, was it at least morning, noon, or night? The closer you can get it, the better. And then you'll get the chart printed out. You can also pay for a printout that will tell you some stuff. Most people don't find that terribly rewarding. It's like, it's good to have, but you might still feel you want to go further. So if you want a reading, there are many people out there. There's me, and there's lots and lots of people. And you can even just go on Facebook and say, "Hey, does anybody know a good human design reader?" And somebody will say something.
Yeah,
If you want it
also
from me, just go to
join
Facebook.
you, and we
Yeah,
have
yeah,
also in the facilitators list Madhuri up there as a human design reader. You can always have an appointment with her. We have also Shantamo, which is a great human design reader, and of course there are many others. So we highly
yeah.
suggest that you know your human design chart. Thank you so much, Madhuri. Thank you so much for
Thank you,
joining.
Mohini. Your presence that I know also from your design is like it's completely at one with what you're doing right now, and this is I feel very supported by that in this
Thank
moment.
you. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for listening and
Okay,
joining us. Hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned in and please do share how you like this particular session or interview. Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye.
bye.